G'day, how's it going? Sabre SG here, and we're into EVE Online series number 38 now, and it is the Dual Web Kestrel. Pretty fun to fly, controls range really well. Got into some interesting fights. Yeah. As always, if you're enjoying the content that I'm producing, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's really greatly appreciated. And yeah, let's get into the video. Alright, let's check out the Scram Kiting Buffer Fit Kestrel. Pretty stock standard, I think. I went for, because I like to be different, I did a hull tank, but I think adding to your armor probably might have been more effective. I'm not sure. I'm sure the fitting experts will let me know in the comment section below. That'll be helpful. So rockets, obviously, it comes to 139.7 DPS. Scram, your dual webs, Afterburner, and this, it really does excel at scram kiting. Dual webs allow you to dictate range quite well. Damage control, 400 plate, small payload accelerator, and yeah, the Bulkhead 2s, two of them. Yeah, the extra hull tank, I thought it was helpful, but again, maybe having more armor resists might have been better. Don't know. Anyway, let's get into some fights. Alrighty, so in this first fight, I'm up against Chad Flame in his Incursus, and I kind of have an arrangement with a lot of the guys that I fight, I organise 1v1s with, is that if a pirate third party comes in, we kill them instead, and then we leave each other alone. So, if you're a third party out there and you see me arranging fights in local with someone 1v1, beware if you come in, because we're going to kill you instead. But anyway, I'm fighting Chad Flame's Incursus. Yeah. But Mr. Townsfolk in his Fed Comet comes in. It takes me a little while to swap over onto him. Still got my webs on the Incursus. Sorry about that, Chad. Yeah. Got Chad's doing some damage to him. I'm trying to catch up. There we go. And we apply our webs and our damages on him. And 2v1 against the Comet. His tank's not going to hold up. And he's nearly down. He's repping quite well. Just hoping that we kill the pirate before Chad dies. So then we can go and repair and we can have our own fight. It's getting close. Getting low on ammo too. There we go. Boom. Good fight, Mr. Townsfolk, and good fight, Chad Flame. And then I just warp off. Alrighty, so in this next fight, I'm up against Chad Flame again, and he's brought in an Executioner to fight me with. And I've flown the Executioner quite a lot, so I've changed my strategy from scram kiting him to getting a nice tight orbit to try and mitigate some of his incoming damage with his lasers. So, a little bit of a different strategy. And it's going to be fairly close. He's tanking quite well. quite like the Executioner. It's a great little scram kiter for it in itself. There we go, boom. Good fight, Chad. Okay, so in this fight, I am up against Kurukanook in his Atron. And quite often when an Atron comes in, they have Void loaded in, so they have a really short range. So it's in their best interest to close range, but I can scram kiting with the dual webs quite effectively, which forces him to have to swap over to null, which takes 5 seconds to reload. So it gives me a very big advantage scram kiting. Even if he swapped over to null, he's just doing nowhere near the same amount of damage to me. So it's a good fight for me. There we go, boom. Good fight, mate. Alrighty, Kestrel versus Kestrel. It's always very interesting when you get to fight the same ship that you're in. Especially if they've got different fit. It's pretty cool. So, it's really close. He seems to have the edge on me. But he is an armor. He's got the extra armor, like armor plates and a couple armor pumps in the rigs, whereas I've got the hull tank, remember? So it's going to be very interesting to see how this one finishes. So I'm already into hull, but he gets into hull and he just melts. But that last volley nearly finishes me off. Super close fight. Good fight, mate. Alrighty, so this is an interesting one. You'll see in local that I put 1v1, and a lot of Gale Mill pilots know me quite well and do give me good honourable 1v1s. So it's kind of what I assume with this guy, which is a big mistake on my behalf, really. But anyway, the fight begins, and I think he panics. He's got Void in, and he either doesn't have null on him, or he's forgotten to swap over. He hasn't even put his drone on me. So I have him at my mercy. I'm scram kiting him effectively, and my little Kestrel is about to kill a comet. Which is, it's nice, it's a good kill. But I reckon he was panicking in his comms and calling for his mates to come and help me. So a burst jumps in and then a comet comes in, so not good. And he's getting his reps. His shield's getting right up there now. And I'm so distracted I burn out my Afterburner, which is not good. But yeah, so I'm pointed, I'm webbed. I'm not looking good. Almost had that comet down. He was just going into structure, so another 2-3 volleys and he was going to die to a Kestrel. But not to be. There we go, I'm nearly down. Boom. Good fight. Alrighty, so in this fight I'm jumping into the Plex on a Tristan, which is kind of dangerous, especially if it's a kitey Tristan. I've been in a lot of trouble. But this Tristan, it's mini, and it turns out it's one of those, the neuting variant. So seeing I'm buffer fit and with rockets, it's just not going to affect me at all. So I'm not reliant on cap, and she goes down pretty quick. Yeah, good fight, Mini. So there you have it. That is the Dual Web Kestrel, scram kiting Kestrel, whatever you want to call it. And it's very effective at what it does. And those dual webs really do allow you to dictate range, which is very important in 1v1s. It did quite well. And I think that hull tank was surprising as well. It worked quite well too. Anyway, if you enjoy the video, please like, comment and subscribe. It's really much appreciated. And yeah, yibbity yibbity, that's all folks. Catch ya in the next video.